Disney Dreams and Universal Thrills here at Travel with the Taylors. My name is Christine Taylor, and I am here to talk about EPCOT's Flower and Garden Festival for 2026. This festival runs from March 4th to June 1st, and it is one of my favorite festivals when it comes to taking your littles. I absolutely adore this festival. Flower Festival of the Arts, which runs in January and February, is my second favorite when it comes to kids and just letting kids be kids when it comes to Epcot festivals. And then it would be Festival of the Holidays, which I absolutely love as well. I'm a big Christmas person. So I do love Festival of the Holidays. That would be my third favorite for little kids. And then Food and Wine, which is not really kids friendly, but it's still a really great festival to be. As an adult and a foodie, my all-time favorite is Food and Wine Festival, and then Flower and Gardens is the second. And then Festival of the Arts, or the holidays, and then the arts. Anyway, so one of the many reasons why I love this festivals is the kid inclusive things that they do. So Disney and Epcot, they have gardens that they turn into play areas for kids to just play around. They have equipment there that they can play on, playground equipment that they can play on. It's a wonderful festival. They also have playgrounds regularly. Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios currently do not have playgrounds that are they're working on them. We'll go into more on that on another video. But so this year's gardens for Flower and Garden, there's going to be a Camp Get Out and Play garden. This garden is going to have camping materials and it's going to feel like a campsite, but it's a playground for kids. I think that this is a really good idea. This is going to be a really cool playground. Probably where I will be if I'm not around trying all the different food with my little. So I believe that that's going to be a really cool one. They will also have a Blossoms of Fragrance garden where I believe it is powered by Scentsy, as it has been in years past. Sorry, that's my dog. Um, whose name is Jack, because we're not a Disney household, but it's okay. He's a good boy. Um, so Blossoms of Fragrance Garden. That is going to be powered by Scentsy. They have had it in years past. It's giant, like glow bubbles, and they have different scents in them, and you can go around and smell them. It was really cool. They're also going to have the butterfly garden back this year. I absolutely love the butterfly garden. The butterfly garden, they hatch butterflies out of cocoons, and it is super cool. The butterflies fly around. Their own little free area. There's tons of flowers in there for them to eat and be healthy. So it's really cool. Butterflies have been known to land on shoes, on heads, land on hands. Do remind your little not to swat them because obviously they're butterflies and they are very delicate. They also remind you not to touch the wings of the butterflies that have just hatched because they can still get wet. They're still wet and it can harm the butterfly. But still, a very super, super, super cool garden that I absolutely love. And it's my little's favorite. We are in it multiple times during the festival and during the day that we are there. Just because my little loves it so much. They are going to have the Honey Bistro garden. This is a pretty cool garden as well. It's got bee boxes and they collect honey. I believe they collect honey from them. I'm pretty sure they do. But they have bee boxes and they have flowers there. It's really cool. The Bee Bistro food booth has a lot of really good food. And in all fairness, not a lot of kid-friendly food, but it's good food nonetheless. I have had a few good dishes from there. Next is the English Tea Garden, which is in the UK Pavilion. And this is a really cool garden. It's back, part of it is back in the garden area, the tea garden area. And then there's up front, they have Winnie the Pooh as a topiary. It's really, really, really cool. Then they're going to have a community garden this year that is in between France and Morocco pavilions. And that one is just going to be another really cool garden that they're going to have. I believe it's a tropical one where you get to um, see all the tropical flowers that grow in really cool environments. Flower and Garden also has topiaries that they um, that they do every year. I absolutely love the topiaries. So they have Mickey, Minnie, Chip, Dale, and Pluto in one garden, which is a really cool one. They're going to have a Tinkerbell fairy garden. They're going to have Simba and Friends, which is also a very good garden. Then topiary, I really like looking at that one. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Winnie the Pooh and Friends, which I mentioned will be in the UK pavilion. They have Goofy, Lady and the Tramp, Belle and Beast, Tiana, Coco and Encanto, Toy Story and Friends, Lightning McQueen and Mater. I'm really excited to see that one in person. My little is big on Lightning McQueen and Cars. That was his first movie. So he's very big on those stuff. They're also going to have Mike and Sully, Figment, Groot, and Stitch. Stitch is by Mission Space. Groot is going to be by Guardians of the Galaxy. Groot has been a really cool topiary to see over the years, and Stitch is going to be a really cool one to see. I'm very much looking forward to Stitch. So, new gardens that Disney is going to have during this festival are pet-friendly gardens. Yes, I hear you. You can come here. I know. You can peek peek in the video. Yeah. So they're gonna have. Oh, see, this is my Jack. He's my good big boy. So he wanted to be in the video. So this is a pet. There's going to be a pet-friendly garden where we learn different pets and different plants that help our pets. Yes, we can, that are pet safe. There is going to be a wildlife crossing garden, which shows you different plants that help and affect different wildlife. There's going to be a trendy tropical garden where you get to see a bunch of tropical flowers. And then there's going to be a rain or shine fruit stand garden, which I believe is going to have a ton of fruit plants in it, which would be super cool. So let's talk food. Because obviously Epcot is known for their food. It's one of my favorite places just because of all the food. I like trying food from different countries. It's one of my favorite things to do, one of my favorite pastimes to do. I never seem to have enough time at these festivals when we go. So, these are the kid-friendly ones that I've looked through the whole menu, and these are things that like even the pickiest eaters will eat. My kid eats about four things, and if you know 6-year-olds, they pretty much eat about four things. Unless they were, there's some 6-year-olds, I will admit, will literally eat anything. This is one of the festivals also for kids who will literally eat anything. My son used to eat lobster, he does not anymore. Um, so these are the food-friendly things that I saw. Pickle in a pouch, okay, at the Nectar outdoor kitchen is what they call them. My son is pickle obsessed. Absolutely pickle obsessed. Will eat a jar of them if you had let him, but I do not let him, obviously, because that's really bad. But he will eat a whole jar of pickles if you let him. Mickey pretzel with cheese sauce, also at the Nectar Outdoor Kitchen. Obviously, Mickey pretzels are everywhere. Mickey pretzels with cheese are everywhere. I believe that that's going to be a really, really good thing for kids as well. It's just something that is normal. Years past, they have had Sabra hummus. I do not see that coming back, but that was another thing where my son was like, "Oh, I absolutely have to have that," because he gets on big hummus kicks. Um, there is the strawberry outshine fruit bar, which is really good. Very low sugar in those. Those are my go-to bars when my kid was little. It's also going to be at the Nectar Outdoor Kitchen. So strawberry outshine fruit bars, pretty much as close to pure fruit in a freezer pop as you're gonna get. Um, so that being said, the next one is grilled corn on the cob from Beach Grub Outdoor Kitchen. I get this every time. Every time it's at the festival, we get it. I get the cheese and the garlic butter on it, just because that's my point, my preference. I love it. But they will also do a version if you ask, or even in general, they'll do a version. A lot of times Disney will ask if you want that stuff on it, if you don't want that stuff on it, but they will grill up a corn on the cob. And for mine, who is very much into corn on the cob and will destroy multiple corns on the cob, um, this is a great one for him. So he very much will grab an entire corn on the cob and you will see him walking through the parks or in his stroller. But we have since gotten rid of the stroller slightly, which I'm okay with. I miss the stroller. Miss the stroller, don't miss the stroller. It's a whole process right now with my 6-year-old and the stroller. Um, we're working on it. So that at Beach Grub, I believe that this would be a really good kid-friendly menu item for those kids that really they want a snack. You want something that's good for them. This is going to be it. Pineapple Dole Whip. Who doesn't love pineapple Dole Whip? It's like a pineapple soft serve, not pumpkin, sorry. Pineapple soft serve. Um, it's gonna be at Promenade. It's good. You can't go wrong with Dole Whip. So that being said, the last one on my list of festival kid-friendly menus for here is going to be the soft serve and a waffle cone. It's ice cream and a waffle cone. What kid wouldn't want it? It's at Swirl's Showcase. Again, what kid wouldn't want, you know, ice cream in a cone? So that's definitely a winner all the time. So those are my kid-friendly menus items that just we know in the past for us have worked, just as like a snack. My son, I'm constantly on the hunt for hot dogs when we are at the park. So with EPCOT, generally the US Pavilion will have it. It's in the little kiosk out front by the across from the stage. It's not in the actual restaurant. But I have also learned recently looking at Disney menus that Sunshine Seasons in the Land Pavilion with Living with the Land and Soarin' has hot dogs now, which is yay, a big one for me because I don't have to go to one section of the park just to find a hot dog. Because I have had to do that in both Disney and Universal, and it's a hard thing when, like I said, kids who eat like four things, it's you got to try and find things. I will be doing a video later on the places that are totally kid friendly and will, find your places for your hot dogs and stuff like that. Casey's is still a huge one in our book. Woo, love Casey's. Um, but that is the Flower and Garden Festival from March 4th to June 1st. I am very excited that this festival this year. I'm excited to always see it return. It's always one of my favorite festivals. I am sad I cannot be there opening day, but soon I'll be there opening day. And many more days to come. I have to fit all of my festival food in one day. And when you're looking at 15 booths of food and one day to do it, your stomach gets a little full, little full. I choose not to eat at restaurants that day and I just snack. And that's how I that's how I eat those days. So that is pretty much how Flower and Garden's gonna go. I'm very excited to go back. I'm very excited to see the butterflies. I know my little is excited to see the butterflies again because he absolutely loves the butterflies, like any kid would. He's definitely big on the bugs and the rocks. We have rock collections. It's a whole thing. But I know he's excited to go back for Flower and Garden, and I'm very excited for him to go to Flower and Garden again this year. I'm really excited. My big topiaries that I'm really excited for. I want to see the Lightning McQueen and Mater one in person. I've seen pictures because they just popped out the other day, and I'm very excited to see those in person. Again, mine was his first movie was Cars when it came to Disney movies and movies in general. So I'm very excited for that. I am an absolute huge Stitch person, so seeing Stitch Topiary, I am very excited for. I love looking at all the gardens and seeing all the gardens, so I'm very, very excited for this festival, and I cannot wait until I can go back because we're right now into the thick of all the winter stuff, and I don't do winter. I'd much rather be at the parks all day, and I can't wait until the day that I can be. So, I thank you for coming to my channel, and there will be many more videos on taking your kids to Disney and Universal. My son has been going since 3 to 4 times a year since he turned 1. So we are big. I've been going to Disney for 20 years and Universal for about 13 now. It's been a lot of years. I've seen a lot of changes in the parks. I've done parks as a kid, I've done them as an adult, I've done them as a cast member because I used to be a cast member, and I now do them as a mom. And it's a very different experience each time. I'm still learning as a mom who's gone that many times with their kid. We're still learning. We're still going through things, going through the motions of the ocean. That's the big thing to remember with any theme park, but especially Disney and Universal, because it can get overwhelming. Just go through the motion of the ocean. It's what it's gonna happen. Meltdowns are gonna happen. You can do your best to avoid them. Eventually they will happen. Sensory overload for kids is very big. Sometimes even Universal and Disney, as an adult, I get sensory overload. So I will be doing a video on sensory overloads and stuff like that to help with that. But yeah, thank you for coming to my channel. If you want to see more, please subscribe. If you enjoyed looking at my 4-month-old puppy, Jack, I'm sure will be popping up in more videos, as well as our 8-month-old puppy, Seraphina. She'll be around. She's just really quiet today. Um, Jack wants to be the center of attention, as he should. So, but that is my channel. Hit subscribe for more Disney videos, more Universal videos when it comes to taking your littles. And I will see you all soon. Have a good one. Bye.